Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Friday to you. And joining us today is True FM Breakfast, by the way. And we have two other members, Luyolo and Senazo, holding down the fort in the absence of one man who is sitting alongside another talented individual. So Boys is here from True FM Breakfast Show. Of course, Carissa Cupido is also here to make sure we are lining up the SA celebs who have put South Africa on the map. And there are so many, let's be honest. But let's have a proper discussion. And also, good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Good to see you.
This is so exciting. I mean, if I can ask you, Carissa, when you think Freedom Day, what does that mean to you?
Man, I get excited when I think about Freedom Day. 30 years into the democracy. I know that there's still a way to go, but after 3 decades, I really think we've come so far. I mean, I'm in entertainment and looking around at the opportunities that have been granted to, I want to say, my fellow colleagues, my fellow peers, my fellow people. It is mind-blowing seeing the strides made. So I'm just excited for the next 30 years.
Yeah, it is. It's so beautiful to see that. And I mean, this is freedom in action, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, to see different individuals represented so beautifully on a multitude of platforms, radio, TV. It's the best time. Now, the success of our entertainment and sport industry is also about these SA individuals who have come through, shared their interests, their experiences, and now they're out there. Now, let's talk about the celebrities who put themselves on these platforms, worked their butt off to make sure that they are achieving these goals, but not forgetting, you know, the people that they are leaving behind while they compete in other countries, in South Africa. So let's talk about a few of them. I think it's important for us to go, what the heck? Tyler.
Standard.
Can we start there? I mean, boys, let's talk about when you saw that for the first time, a Grammy, a whole Grammy.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about freedom, you know, representation is key and very important. And so when I saw that, I thought to myself, really, it's how you express yourself and how did this happen? And Tyler was just like, what, a Grammy at my age? For music? What's happening? You know? But it was so beautiful to watch and so happy for a South African to actually be on a global stage like that at such a young age as well.
I know, what the heck?
Absolutely incredible. Well, someone else also making headlines in the music space, DJ Black Coffee. Yes.
He's incredible. I mean, I honestly feel like in 2022, it was a year just after COVID, you know, and for him to have stood on that stage for his 7th studio album. So he's been putting in the work. He's definitely been on the ground, on the grind. And for him to be acknowledged as the first African to do so as well, to walk away with that Grammy for Best Electronic Dance Album, I was like, wow, how far we've come as a nation, you know? And Black Coffee was carrying South Africa on his back, I'm not going to lie.
He might have had some help.
You know what I love about Black Coffee is that when you have a conversation with him, he always says, please don't forget that South Africans are sought after. Don't say, oh, I need to get in somewhere. You don't need to get in anywhere. There's a place for you already. It's called South Africa. So take that along with you. And I love that about that sentiment. So we must never ever forget that. Somebody who does literally have that embodiment is Trevor Noah. I mean, I know it goes without saying, but let's discuss. You move over from South Africa, you go take on a show, and then you even remove yourself from that show so you can focus on the entire world. I mean, come on.
And then, after you've removed yourself, everyone is sort of looking around and who do we get next after him?
They have to bring the old guy back.
I mean, and then it's like, let's have him back again. But we don't know what's going to happen, you know. But I think Trevor really is someone who's put in the work from his comedy shows in South Africa, in Africa, the rest of the world, made his way right up there. And I said now he sits as one of the top comedians in the world. He really has worked hard.
He really has. He definitely has.
And also for him to democratize the space of the internet, right? He's got a podcast and he's doing his thing from TV to podcasting. I don't think we ever could have imagined that transition. And it's so beautiful to see that. I mean, even we can do it. We can put up our phones and start our own thing on any day.
Definitely.
Beautiful.
Oh, now let's put the spotlight on actress Thuso Mbedu.
Wow. She is incredible, isn't she? What a talent, and also to be acknowledged by so many greats that we've looked up to for years. Viola Davis, for example. I mean, they are besties. To see them just dialing one another, saying congratulations, you know, is honestly so. It's our ancestors' wildest dreams to be able to see things like this sort of play out. And I, as a woman and as a woman of color, draw so much inspiration from that. And two more of this.
And I think one of the things I like about Thuso Mbedu is that you hardly hear her speak about these achievements and what she's doing next. But you're going to wake up one morning and realize, oh, she's in a movie with Viola Davis, and then she's on another movie that's coming up. Oh, by the way, she's the cover of this magazine. She's so silent and quiet about her moves, but they're always so great and so big.
Well, let's talk about our sporting heroes, and I want to do this as a block, Bafana and the Springboks. I mean, also we can throw in Driekus in there if we want to as well, and a bunch of other talents. But, I mean, let's talk about how important on a sporting front. Of course, you know, sport is it's a unifier with regard to our country. So for Bafana and the Springboks to be on that stage, I mean, yes, we didn't take the title with Bafana, but definitely with the Springboks. So let's discuss. I mean, let's go to Bafana and give them their flowers.
I was about to say, in fact, let's give Bafana the flowers. On the show, I was one person who was known to just say, oh, they're playing, yeah, whatever.
You and all of us.
until I was a guy said to me, Bafana is actually doing very well. And I said, no. When I watched it, I realized they're actually doing well. Then I said, please congratulate them. They're doing well. It's also being known to be not doing well or to be known as failures. And then you're like, you know what? I'm going to put in the work and I'm going to surprise them. I'm going to step up the game and do well. So shout out to Bafana. They really did well. As someone would say, they did well.
No.
And an underdog story is something I think we all appreciate and love, especially as South Africans. I also, like you, was like, Bafana, disappoint me again, my Bena. Like, come on. And I think they really actually put up a good fight. And it was really good to see their journey in AFCON. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the year next year.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, we have so many heroes, and of course the Bokke, that goes without saying, they have been phenomenal. You know, another person that's put us on the map is one Zanele Patalwa.
Yes, I mean, she is our presenter from Johannesburg, but she's more than just that. She's also hosting Tropical Island of Treasure, and you could be joining Umuhle Gela, Ngokobile Kwezi, Ndavi Nokeri, Carl Kugelman, Hungani Ndlovu, Chad Jones and Bobby van Jaarsveld.